Beats Planet.
Now, quarterbacks. First, let me go ahead and hate on people. Can I go ahead and hate on people?
Go right ahead.
Let's talk about Boykin, Trevon Boykin for a minute, right? He needed to be fast Saturday. You know what I mean? Because as a quarterback, we knew that he was gonna be limited as a quarterback, right? But what possibly could have saved him was athleticism, right? Even Mayock said it. Like, he may be drafted as a receiver or something, right? But then he went out there and ran that same 4.8 that everybody else ran. That's bad business. You just can't be. Go ahead.
When you see Trayvon Boykin play, you don't see 4.8 though. That's what surprised. I think that's what surprised everybody, because he was probably, if not one of the best scrambling quarterbacks to face. But I guess game speed and track speed, I guess you could say, didn't really translate. But the football player is there. It's just, yeah, he's gonna have to be a practice squad quarterback for a while. But hey,
I'll say the college football player is there, because he didn't really throw that well. I mean, he threw the shit out that slant though, but I don't think he threw that. Look, said he threw that slant damn near better than anybody. He was perfect on that slant, but he didn't really make the big boy throws. In my videos, in my quarterback videos, I talk a lot about big boy throws, those deep to intermediate throws, those 10, 12 to 15 yard throws. He didn't make those really well.
I agree.
Yeah. But anyway, that just is what that is with that. In my notes, I have Jared Goff and Carson Wentz separated themselves as the top two guys, in my opinion. I think that Goff solidified himself as the top guy. But teams may like Wentz's mobility and upside and his size, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Jared Goff was that dude. And like I said in my video, in my one of my last videos, is that Jared Goff was the only quarterback that threw with anticipation. And I noticed that.
Yep.
I noticed that. And I really think he separated himself from everybody else. You think so?
Yeah, I agree. I was texting you through it. I said, "Go." I like Goff, man.
Yeah,
Goff,
I like him.
all the pros.
I get excited about Jared Goff for them active ass feet, man. I love me some Jared Goff. If we can't take Miles Jack at 4, we meaning Dallas Cowboys star up. If we can't take Miles Jack at number 4, I would love Jared Goff. I would love Jared Goff and just put him in the weight room and give him a sandwich. Talking about some size, man. They gonna put some size on him. Jared Goff gonna be all right. He can make every throw, and he can play right now. Which brings me to the question that we came up with earlier: who would be better suited to play for Cleveland? Carson Wentz definitely ain't ready to play for Cleveland right now, but Jared Goff is. I ain't saying Jared Goff can succeed in Cleveland, but he'll be better than Carson Wentz in Cleveland right now.
I agree. And you won't get no back talk from me out of that one, man.
That's the damn truth.
Yeah, because I mean we've seen the tape, and that's one thing we always forget. We focus so much on combines and pro days, we forget you got to go to the tape. Mm-hmm. Now that's not to say Carson Wentz doesn't have good tape, but he barely played this year, so you really got to watch a lot of tape from last season. But the games he did play in this year was pretty good. Yep. But he was gonna fall in love with the 6'5", 240. People comparing him to Andrew Luck. Stop it.
Yeah, please stop that shit.
But I think the potential is there. He has a high ceiling, but it's just how you manage him, and you have to develop a guy like Carson Wentz versus a guy like Jared Goff.
Yeah, I agree. Who has a higher ceiling out of Carson Wentz or cool ass Paxton Lynch? Did you see how cool he was with all his charisma cool dude, and his sunglasses on?
That's a cool dude right there.
I bet he the man in Memphis, dog. I bet he the man in Memphis
Yeah,
now.
of
Oh
course,
man.
man.
Oh man.
But
But yeah, go ahead.
and I love his confidence because they asked him a question, and let me say this front of fuck you, Paxton Lynch. They asked him, what was your best game tape? He immediately said, "Oh, Miss
That's what you gotta say.
asshole,
That's the one. That's the one. Right when they say, well, he played in Memphis and he
oh
didn't
Miss."
really have any top talent. Oh, miss. He didn't really play any
I mean, he
great.
didn't even hesitate.
And I will say this though, he played Ole Miss and he also played Auburn in a bowl game, which is another SEC talent. He didn't do that well against Auburn, but man, bro, I said in my
He
video, dog,
dominated Ole Miss.
he's very limited in his offense, and he played with 5 receivers and a tight end, and they all were walk-ons, all of them.
Yeah, he's gonna have some talent to work with in the NFL. I hope he goes to the Eagles. I just think that's a match made in football heaven if he goes to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay, so look, if he goes to the Eagles, would you put him behind Sam Bradford, or would you just not pay Sam Bradford?
I make Sam Bradford be the bridge quarterback. Like, see where the season going with Sam. If it don't work out, get the keys to Paxton.
I agree, because Paxton is definitely a ceiling dude, but he's not ready right now.
No, he needs to adjust, get acclimated with the playbook, get acclimated to the NFL speed, and maybe around week 6, week 7, if things ain't right then, put him in, see what you got.
He did make some big boy throws though, so shouts out to Pax for that. But it's a lot that go into being a quarterback for the for an NFL football team. Let's talk about the next few guys. Let's talk about Connor Cook, Christian Hackenberg, and Dak Prescott. Matter of fact, no, let's just start off with Connor Cook and Christian Hackenberg. I think both of those guys did horribly. You thought Hack did all right, but I think Cook.
Yeah.
But I think Cook and Hack did pretty bad. I think a lot of passes sailed on them. They just, Cook just didn't look. You know what? Let me say this: Hack didn't look comfortable, but Cook just looked bad. That makes sense.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Now on film, I know both guys are capable of making throws. Hack got a lot of arm talent. Cook just put the ball in place where it don't damn need to be, but he can make throws. What was your opinion about Hack and Cook from Saturday?
Well, just to let you know how much I didn't care about Cook, I don't even remember his workout, just to be honest with you. As far as Christian Hackenberg, of course, I watch Christian Hackenberg. I've been watching him since his freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
He could have did better. I think he might have been a little nervous. I mean, I think one thing with the combine is people think too much instead of just going for it,
Say it. You ready? You ready? Conspiracy.
Yeah.
You ready? What if Bill O'Brien tapped him on the shoulder and be like, hey, bro, just overthrow people, throw it on the ground, throw it at their feet, just look bad. How
We're not going to do this conspiracy theory.
This is my goddamn show. How likely is that Bill O'Brien told Hack, hey man, just do bad? How likely is that?
Well, Bush, I'm gonna tell you a little story. I've told you before that my family is very, very close to Shane Ray, and we know Shane Ray. He's a Super Bowl champion now.
Could have had that
Shane Ray.
Could have had the interview, but your ass was slipping. Go ahead.
So the I don't know how true it is, but the family says that he was going to go to the Atlanta Falcons, but the Atlanta Falcons didn't want to take him at 8 at that time, I believe, and they told him, we mess up, do something stupid, but not too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But Shane didn't want to do it.
The
Shane
Falcons said this, right?
The Falcons said this.
Ooh-wee. God damn.
The Falcons said this. Now, this is allegedly.
Allegedly.
Arthur Blank, do not come knocking on my door.
If he come knocking on your door, we get a lot of publicity, and we think we gonna make it if he come knocking on your door. But go ahead.
But yeah, they said, don't do nothing too crazy, but do something to make your draft stock fall. And Shane said no. And of course, we all know he got caught with marijuana in his car. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, how the story went, he was still hoping to get drafted somewhere, but Atlanta stopped calling. Period. Didn't answer the phone. Period. So he didn't know where he was gonna go because I don't think Denver interviewed him,
Mhm.
but he ended up going to Denver. Of course, we know how that ended, and it ended well for him. But yeah, so it's not far fetched to believe that Bill O'Brien said, "Hey, we want you, just buzz us so we can get you in the second round,
Yeah.
or we'll come back and trade up." It's not far fetched. It happens. People talk. Uh, Teams talk to players all the time. It's conspiracy is there. I talk all the time about the Teddy Bridgewater conspiracy.
Mhm.
It's true. So don't count it out, man, because I strongly believe that Christian Hackenberg is going to be a Houston Texan.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you, bro. I agree too. I do think Christian Hackenberg will be a Texan simply because I think Bill has first round faith in him, and I think everybody else pretty much has him as a second, third round guy. And I don't think Bill's going to take that chance to let him fall to the second round. And truthfully, if you
But guess
Houston,
what?
what's up?
Nobody knows Christian Hackenberg better than Bill O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in the NFL knows him better.
Mm-hmm. And truthfully, man, if you Houston, we say this ad nauseum all the time. All you need is a quarterback, and you going to the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
That's it. I mean,
they might go to the Super Bowl if they pick the right one.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll just cross that road when we get there. What's his face? Dak Prescott made a lot of friends the other day, man. He threw very well. He ran okay. He didn't run like a mobile quarterback, but
To be fair, only one person did, and we didn't expect him to do it. And that was Jeff.
don't say look sad. Look, sad. That's the funny part. I got that in my notes too. I got it right there in my notes. I say Driskel. I gotta put in the camera. Right there. There we go. Right there. I said Driskel made some friends running his little 4.5 or whatever. It's the bad part. Driskel ran his 4.5 after Boykin ran his 4.8, and I just couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop laughing, bro. I couldn't stop laughing. But yes, Jeff Driskel made a lot of friends too. He threw pretty well too. He's climbing that discussion of we might actually draft you. You ain't that dude from Florida. So
but this is my question. That's my question about Jeff Driskel.
What happened?
What the hell happened at Florida, man?
What happened?
Because
right.
we've seen Florida. He was terrible at Florida.
Said when I tell you, said and the only reason I'm saying this is because we're on the radio and we have an audience and we have YouTube right now. But me and you made fun of Jeff Driskel for a solid 3 weeks.
2 years.
2 years. Like 2 years. We was like, man, we was like, in order for Florida to be good, Jeff Driskel must be shot. We made that comment.
Yes, we did. We made that comment.
But,
he must be shot.
But he went to La Tech and reinvented himself. So shouts out to Jeff Driskel, man. Him and Kenneth Dixon out there.
Because the athleticism is there.
Mm-hmm. It's there, and he made some good throws, and Prescott made some good throws as well. So they made a lot of friends. Before we move on to the receivers, can we have a moment of silence for Cardale Jones' hamstring? All right, cool. Said that man needed to throw real bad. Cause if we
needed this combine.
If we had any knock on Cardale Jones, hey, can you make the big boy throws? I mean, we know you have the arm talent. We know you have the cannon, but can you get the ball there? And Lord, we did not need, we didn't need to see Cardale run. We know you can run.
That's what I was just gonna say. Why did he even run the 40?
We know Cardale can run, man. We needed to see him throw the football, man. He pulled that damn hammy trying to run the football, man. And I hate that for him. He gonna have to rely on pro days or whatnot. But damn, Carlos, you know how that go, bro. It is what it is with that. But moving on to the wide receivers. Oh my God, wide receivers were so slow this year. What the hell going on, man?
Hey, man.
Is the game getting faster?
Man, no, I don't think it's getting faster. I think what it is, we were so accustomed to get fast receivers who couldn't run routes, and now we're starting to get wide receivers who run routes and are slow.
But they can't run.
Exactly. They get just enough speed to get open, but they run routes really, really well. So I think that's what's coming down to now.
Let's go ahead and talk about the top guy that didn't run, Rich Homie Quan. Did he have? I liked him in his field drills. He think he cool with his punk ass hat turned backwards,
Exactly, man. Hey, man.
but if
Why the
you
hell he had to be dressed with a cap on?
but if you one of them top dudes in the draft, you can do what you want to. I bet you what Geronimo Allison can't run goddamn 40 with a hat on. That make him take that shit off. It just
Yes, sir.
you just got to know where you at in this process. You know what I mean? But I think Rich Homie Quan did all right, man. You know, as far as showing his athleticism. You know, I think he cleaned up his route running a little bit too, just a little tad bit, and that's something that I had. It wasn't a big question because he's a decent route runner.
Yeah.
He's not a bad route runner, but I showed him a video. He does round his routes off a little bit. He was a little more precise with his route runner. I like to see that he worked on that between the season and now.
Man, but let me tell you something. Again, as the resident old Miss man, I know everything LaQuan Treadwell does.
Mm-hmm.
And everything he did on the drill is really what he did on tape. I mean, Laquan's biggest knock is what will you run? If he all he had to do was run the 40 and say, I ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah, that's
he
it.
would have been a top if he exactly. If he would have ran a 4, if he would have ran like a 4.43, hell, he's a top 10 pick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He does the whole Kevin White thing. Your 4.35 gets you in the top 10. If he would have ran anything above 4.6, he's a top 10 pick.
Yeah, we back. We had some technical difficulties right there, but it's all good. I had emergency at home I had to take care of. But you said Rich Homie Quan wanted to run his 40 at Ole Miss. Like, what does that do leverage wise? Like, does he gain like does he need more time to run it? Because we know he's not fast.
No, so he can get that hometown clock.
Yeah.
So that 4.5 gonna turn to like a
4.48. Yeah. get that quick time, and that laser timer ain't cute. You know, it's two Ole Miss players didn't run, but why did Robert Kimdichie didn't run? Like, why did Robert Kimdichie run, but the other two didn't? Like, is he just not included in other Ole Miss meetings? I guess.
Well, I think Robert's 40. It helps him more than it. You know what I'm saying? Laquan and Laramie are sure. Laquan, depending on what he runs, are pretty much sure 5 top 10 picks.
Mm-hmm.
From a talent standpoint and an athletic standpoint, Robert is, but the off the field stuff pushing him back. So he needed a good combine to pretty much keep him in the first round discussion. But man, he kind of fucked up still at the combine, and not from the work, not from the drills, but from talking.
Yeah, man. Laramie was there too. My bad. But so why does Duke Williams not want to go pro? Like, what's up with him? He just don't want to go pro.
Man, let me tell you something. Duke Williams is one of the reasons why I'm a strong advocate of strike while the iron is hot. Because if Duke Williams would have came out that year they went to the national championship game, he's a first round pick all day long.
Yep, he should have came out with Nick Marshall.
Exactly, he should have came out. Well, that was last year. He should have came out the year before that when he was a junior, when it was his first year at Auburn.
Right.
He come out then, he's a first round pick. But you stay, you build your name, and I understand it. I completely understand it. If you feel like you can be a little higher, if you know what I'm saying, stay, I get it. But when you become a star, per se, on campus, and you can't really deal with what all comes with it, and you get a big head, and you start acting out toward the coaches, and you do stupid shit,
and your 4.9 ain't cute.
Oh my goodness! And you run a 4.9.
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Yeah, bro.
Sometimes you just need to come out of school.
Yeah, man. I bet they just laughing at his ass back at Auburn, boy. But hey,
of course, because guess what? At the end of the day, you don't need me. I mean, we don't need you. You need me.
Mm-hmm.
But he should have got out while he had a chance, and that's why I give a tremendous shout out to Cardale Patterson. Because if he would have stayed another year at Tennessee, God knows where he would be right now.
I tell you what, man. Cause somebody gonna call Gus and be like, "Hey, yo, Gus, tell me a little bit about Duke Williams." And Gus gonna be brutally honest. Gus gonna be what?
What you want to know?
Gus gonna be way more honest than he need to be. So,
Yes, sir.
sorry, Duke, you're gonna be on the house chilling, at the house chilling soon. So, sorry about that, bro.
Oh yeah, you might get a summer training camp invitation, but after that you're getting cut, buddy.
You done, bro. Josh Doxson made some new friends. Shouts out to him.
Yes, sir.
First round pick, huh?
He made a friend in me.
First round pick?
Yeah, man. Easy. Yeah, he not getting past Minnesota at 23.
He showed
we might have to trade up if we really want him. Just being honest, because you got LA there, you got the Bengals who might need a receiver. You got I'm not gonna list off all these teams, but pretty much.
I was
what did he run? A 4.5?
4.5 something. Yeah, I had to pull it up already. Here we go. Wide receiver. What's the dude last name? Dotson. Yeah, he ran a 4.5 flat. 4.50.
And that's great for a player his size. What makes me mad, and Botch, you know this, when you're in college,
yep,
and they say you're 6'5" or 6'4", but when you get to the combine, you mysteriously become 5'9". I hate that. And now that's exaggerating. He measured in at 6'2". I mean, and that's still a big receiver, but it's too. I mean, Calvin Johnson 6'5" in college and 6'5" in the NFL. Why can't you be?
Are you saying Josh Doxson is magically 5'9" out of nowhere now? Is that what you're saying?
You know what I mean. He's 6'2", but I mean, all college he was measured at 6'4". I mean,
but now all of a sudden he's 6'2". I tell you what though, he got great ball skills, great hands, and he liked to high point it. So it's like he's 6'4".
Yes, sir, he do, and he had a 41-inch vertical, and that's outstanding. But that's great. But man, Sterling Shepard. Huh.
Yeah, he had a good day too.
Who knew?
He had a you know what? That's exactly. A lot of people put their hand on their chin and they went, Sterling Shepard, huh? Where this come from?
Exactly.
When this happened? Where was all this? You know something crazy, bro?
He had the same vertical. He had the same vertical as Josh Doxson, who was tied for the highest, but he's like 6 inches shorter.
It's crazy.
So,
You know something I was saying, bro? Like, we were just talking about Josh Doxson being a first round pick or whatnot. Like, it's a lot of people you can say that are first round picks, right? Like people like let's just take everybody that we thought was first round picks, okay? Now we're at the combine, okay? So now there's a whole new list of people that we say could be first round picks. Like Spriggs is a first round pick now, or
William Jackson.
William Jackson, or the third that worked himself into the first round. Damn, people saying Derrick Henry. I don't buy that, but people saying Derrick Henry maybe.
No.
Goddamn,
no,
and people saying do we have
white hair?
Do we have enough first round slots for all these people to be first round picks?
Well, that's the beauty of value. I mean, and the second round is going to be a lot interesting because there's so many defensive linemen who have first round grades. You can get a first round defensive lineman in like the third or fourth round. You can't draft all these guys. I mean, and then to make it so bad, New England Patriots don't even got a first round pick, so it went from 32 to 31.
Right.
So you're not going to get drafted in the first round because New England don't have a first round pick. Now, that's not to say that they were going to draft a defensive lineman in the first place, but you get what I'm saying. But
let me ask you this:
so much depth. Go ahead.
Did Will Fuller do enough to pass Corey Coleman?
I can't hear you. Say it again.
Did Will Fuller do enough to pass Corey Coleman? Because he had a good day too.
It's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question.
He ran his 4.32, okay, and he ran great routes, and then everybody had questions about his hands, and he went out there and he caught well.
And I still do.
I still do too, but he caught well. He went out there and he caught well. So,
hey man, let me tell you this: Ted Ginn did the same goddamn thing.
Fair enough.
All right, man. I'm strong about that. People talking about he's Emmanuel Sanders. No, sir.
He
is Ted Ginn 2.0. That's who he is.
That's
Ted
totally.
Ginn. He's the exact same player because if he gets open and he catches it, my God, he's gone.
You gone.
I will not knock him on there, but
But he gotta catch it.
He can exactly.
He gotta
He can
catch
drop it in the end zone.
Ted Ginn did a lot of that. Ted Ginn did a lot of that. Braxton Miller didn't have a good time. He let Nas down. Tell me about.
Oh, yes, sir.
Tell me about Braxton Miller, bro.
Well, Braxton Miller said he was going to run like a 4.3. It works 4.4. This nigga ran 4.5.
Braxton Miller just
he was way off.
Braxton Miller, if you're gonna make money as Braxton Miller, you need to be dynamic, athletic, and blow the roof off that 40. But he kinda didn't.
Yeah. Nah.
So now you got a bad 40 time. You're a bad route runner, and you have questionable hands. Now he's still dynamic once he gets the balls in his hand, but.
Yeah, he needed a good 40 time because I mean that was his calling. That was his strength apparently going in. He's fast and you got something to work with.
Yep.
That's a lot of rawness right there, man. Do you got enough time to burn a first or second round pick if you're a Cincinnati or Seattle?
Nope.
Do you really want to burn a first round pick